chances sipping on coke and rum. I'm like, so what? I'm drunk. It's the freaking weekend, baby. I'm about to
turn this rapist off. Someone did a joke about that. I feel dirty about dancing. Sorry, I didn't mean to come out here with such raw sexual energy. How's everybody doing tonight? Thank you for answering that question for the 4th time tonight. Appreciate it. Really cool, you guys. God, this is so weird. How's everyone dealing with this show with like no front lights? No, it's fine. I just feel like a witness to a crime and a reenactment. Just someone needs to change my voice up a little bit. Yeah, I saw him and he had the gun. And then he said, I'm gonna kill you. So for those of you who can see me, I know what you're thinking. And yes, I have lost a little weight. Thank you. Most people laugh at that. It's fucked up. But I have a new diet plan that I'm doing. It's really good. I suggest it for everyone. It's called Poverty. It's a lot of broke people here. Okay, I get it. There's a lot of people on that plan. The cool thing is that it comes with an outfit. It's called a saran wrap belt. And yeah, it is saran wrap because just because I'm poor doesn't mean I'm not going to wear name brand. Oh, that joke is so good. I'm so funny. Oh, fuck, what am I talking about? Yeah, all right. So, I just got a new roommate, which is cool. But it's a... Hey, what's up? I appreciate it. No worries.
I don't know how it's going to work.
Oh, yeah. Now we can see my face. Can't talk about all those crimes I witnessed anymore. That's perfect, too. Now I can't see the audience. I'm less nervous. Yeah. No, but so my new roommate, she's a woman, and I'm learning a lot of things about women that I didn't know about before. Like, for instance, I didn't know that you could get a dildo with Bluetooth on it. Some of you laughed, some of you were like, yeah, that's my staple, bud. I found out in the worst way, which was I was minding my own business, and I was just on my computer trying to live my fucking life, and suddenly something pops up and it says, hey, Samsung, and then a bunch of numbers wants to connect to your computer. And I'm like, oh, tight. The only person here is my roommate. I'm like, hey, Hope, I think your phone's trying to connect to my computer. And there's a beat, and suddenly she's like, that's not my phone. Okay. Wait, what is it? I naively asked, not knowing that my innocence was about to be shattered forever. And it's just silence, and I go, hey, what was it, though? And she just whispers out, oh, it's my dildo? It was at that moment that I really understood Black Mirror. Before that, I was like, there's no way anyone would create technology to harm us. But as it turns out, they're doing that today. They just don't care about the ramifications. But besides like learning about dildos, which is real cool, I'm also learning that like women, you guys have awesome fashion. You have so many options, especially like in the fall time. Holy shit. It's like all really comfortable sweaters and like infinity scarves that doesn't make sense because they do have an end. And like things with hoods and everything. Like all guys we get 2 options for fall. We get Lumberjack or Ryan Gosling from Drive. That's it. That being said, women, you do have to be careful because like you guys are one step away from just wearing wizard robes. I feel like I'm about to pick a girl up during September and she's gonna come out, she's like, forget the Waffle House, we're going to Mordor! Really happy I got to do that joke right this time. Speaking of friends though, I have a friend who had 3 COVID scares already. And yeah, I feel at that point, you would have less chance of getting it if you just let homeless people sneeze in your mouth. But the first one they got was they literally went to England right before the lockdown started for a music festival. And they came back and they had to be in quarantine. I messaged them. I'm like, why would you go to England when this thing is about to destroy the world? And they're like, Dylan, you don't understand. I went to this music festival in another part of the world. It was life-changing. I said, bullshit. I could give you the same fucking experience. You give me $50, I'll bring you out to a field, I'll play some Tiesto on a Bluetooth speaker, and while you snort ketamine, I'll be like, oh, it's pronounced aluminium, isn't it? What am I trying to say? So, you guys got me at an awkward period in my life. I'm currently about to make the same mistake I make twice a year, which is I'm trying to grow a beard. And I do it because, like, I see people with beards like you, sir. You have a beard. I look at you and I go, oh, that guy is mature. He probably has a 401k. Well, you look like it. Fuck, shut up for the joke. But no, like, you see people with beards and you're like, oh, that guy, like, has his shit together. And the problem is, though, I try and grow it, and all I get is the goatee and the neck beard. I just look like Guy Fieri trying to defend atheism on the internet. But I keep doing it because I want to look sophisticated. Because without the beard, people see me and they just go, wow, that guy has a lot of strong opinions about kids' cartoons. So, anyone here like to drink?
Yeah!
Amen.
Yeah, all right. Bunch of fucking alcoholics. Jesus Christ. Oh, wow. You just didn't, you're like, yeah. Here we go. Someone get an intervention after this set. No, but so, I love drinking games. You guys like drinking games?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Less of a response. Most of you guys are like, no, I just like to cry while I drink. No, I like drinking games though. I so much so that I actually just created a new one. You guys want to hear about it? Awesome. That's enough for me to tell this joke. So this new drinking game that I have is, it's called sitting in your living room and looking through your graduating high school class on Facebook to find out who did worse than you. It's a little mouthy, I know. I'm trying to fix up the name a little bit, but it's a fun game. Here's how you play. You go to the corner store, you get a small amount, just 8 or 9 tall boys of Natty Daddy. And then you sit in the living room with the lights off. You don't want your roommates to see you cry. And then you drink. And then once you're good and drunk, you hop on Facebook and you just scroll to see who's doing worse. It kind of goes like this. You're a manager of a Fortune 500 company? That's wild. Chemist? Well, you did sell weed. That kind of makes sense, I guess. Walmart. Fuck, management! Thanks, that was the joke. Really happy you guys liked that one. Apparently that one hit too close to home too. All right. So I recently moved here from Vermont, and what is wrong with me?
Yeah, what is wrong? Why would you come to New York?
Because I lived in southern Vermont, not the cool part of Vermont. Yeah, the part where all there is to do is hang out at a gas station and do heroin. So I moved here, and it's weird. There's some things that I didn't know about. For instance, you guys are very angry drivers. Like I got honked at the red light still. Like that hasn't changed it. Like, run it already!
Yep.
Vermonters, like, we don't even know we have horns. We're like, oh no, we didn't get that trim level. But I got into my first instance of road rage, which was insane. I was driving down the road and this guy was stopped and it was a 2-lane, so I go around him. And as I'm going around him, he tries to turn into me. Admittedly, I could have handled it a little better. I kind of was really angry about it, and I gave him everything. I'm not going to censor myself. This is what I did. I go around him, he goes to turn, and I go, yeah, I really gave it to him. Real hard. And he pulls up to me at the light, and he is not happy. He rolls down his window. He's like, roll down your window. And I'm like, no. He's like, roll it down. I'm like, oh boy, this traffic light's really interesting. And he starts to get out of his car, and I'm like, all right, well, I don't want a broken window, so let's roll it down. And I roll it down. He's like, we got a problem? And I'm like, yeah, you tried to hit me with your car. That's not cool. And he's like, I didn't almost hit you, but if you want, I can. And I just drove away. I thought that, like, as an adult, I would be able to handle a fight, but he was like, oh, I'll punch you right here. And I was like, no, thank you. But for a couple of reasons, and the first one being, I don't have health insurance, so I don't feel like someone getting angry at me and punching in the face and then suddenly I'm $3,000 in debt. And the second of all, he was 35 in a 98 Civic. He didn't have anything to fucking lose. Like, worst case scenario, he beats my ass, goes to jail, gets out, and then buys another $50 car? Are you serious? That's a no-brainer. So another thing that I've noticed, like, moving from Vermont, we didn't have billboards over there. Like, they're illegal. So I'm really enamored by billboards out here. I'm like a kid seeing something new. I'm like, whoa, advertisements. Y'all can do that. That's crazy. And one I saw recently was an ad, and it was like, we have a sale on saltwater hot tubs, which I thought was awesome. Because finally, it fixes the problem of every time I get into a hot tub, I like sit in it and I go, why can't I cook spaghetti right now? That's a good joke. I'm fucking hilarious. Another ad I saw, I was driving I drive past this strip club every day. Has anyone heard of Shenanigans? Mm-hmm. Ooh, a lot of people like Shenanigans. They have a sign though that says kitchen open until 3 a.m. And my question is, how tragic are those fucking strippers to where you're advertising the food? Like, who's like, apparently you know, but like, apparently you're going up to your friends like, yo, have you been to Shenanigans? And they're like, oh, you mean the place where the strippers look like the Crypt Keeper? It's like, yeah, no, but the brisket is to die for. All right, so last joke before I go, guys. So I had an interesting childhood in the sense that, like, so I had a weird growing up situation. My mom is straight and my dad is gay. So it makes sense that I'm bisexual because I'm half gay on my dad's side. Everyone laughs at that. That's what I tell the homophobes. Like, they laugh, I laugh. We see each other on Grindr later, and then it's awkward, but we eventually stop. But I've noticed that, like, between the two straight people, you guys fucked up on, like, online fucking. Like, the difference between Tinder and Grindr is night and day. Gay people, like, German engineered online fucking. It's insane. Like, Tinder, it's like, oh, hey, I see you're, like, 10 miles away. Do you want to, like, go on, like, a date? Or Grindr's like, hey, you're right next to me in this brunch spot. I hope these bathrooms lock. It's like, Tinder's like, oh man, are you gonna like my dog? And Grindr's like, we can get the dog involved right now. Just don't look it in the eyes. Anyway, guys, that's it. That's it for me. My name's Dylan Rees. If you want to find me, I'll be on Lark Street, drunk, asking for cigarettes.